everything changed.
I know everything changed. It's a big.
I never used any fertilizer.
And how about, do you remember farming with horses?
Not me.
Didn't use horses at all?
When I started farming,
How about when you were a little tyke working with Grandpa?
well, what do I know about they had horses, but I don't even know them anymore. The first year, oh, that quick we bought the bales. The square bales.
Okay. But you,
Then we cut it with the tractors, the bores, red, the bale. All the home, bales. I had a big bale wagon, you should remember that. That came horses for, and wagon drains so, and then when it was crisp beside it, it was sled rides. Yeah, we had a ponies. Me and the boy broke ponies and sold them. Harry was one of the pony riders.
Oh, Christina, Edward and Christina.
Sailor.
Sailor, yeah.
Sailor, okay.
A sailor, that's all what it was.
Christina's name.
Christina was wiser.
Okay. And where was your farm growing up?
Well, Herman lived.
Oh, Herman and Albina are out there?
Yeah,
No,
that's the home
There aren't
place.
in here. They lived in town now.
Okay, but that was the farm
that
that
was-
was, that you grew up on. So did you have a garden out there, a large garden?
We have a small garden, but I never worked in there. My mom did all the garden work. I didn't do that.
What did you do? You must have had some chores growing up.
No.
Milk the cows, pick rocks, shock the bundles when you find them.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
16? 7? There were a lot of them.
16, and was 9 brothers and their sisters or whatever.
And you had 11, right?
13.
Well,
12, okay. I was
Oh, with
close.
folks, with folks, there was 13.
no, there were 14 by our parents, with the parents.
Right. And so Grandma and Grandpa garden, didn't they have a big garden out at the farm?
Yeah, they did. Well, there in the 30s, there was nothing. They had no money, so that's how they raised their food.
What, they didn't go to town every week and buy groceries?
Yeah, they went in, they didn't buy too much food. We were left beside the Beaver Creek and that was fish year round.
Practical fishing.
They did, huh?
Honey.
So you ate a lot of fish growing up?
Huh?
Did you eat a lot of fish when you were growing
The
up?
winter time, the springs, the summertime, that was illegal. We had all the traps at but we never got caught, see? See, you can't put that in, they'll come and pick you up now.
Yeah. They can't prove it.
I'd have a hard time finding those fish, wouldn't I? So how many cows did you guys have? Both have cows on your farms?
Oh yeah, we had cows, but I don't know how many we milked.
How many did you milk? Oh, you don't
I
remember?
don't know.
What?
I remember how many
You
cows
had
we
to milk
milked.
by hand, right?
We milked by hand.
Yeah, oh, then later we had milk machines.
Yeah, you and me.
Yeah, we,
But they're
oh,
talking
when
about
we
when
grew
my
up.
folks. My folks had them.
That's
They
right.
never had no milk machine. 12, I think, used to use it.
And did you sell cream and eggs?
Yeah, we sold it.
That's what they did to parents.
We had money
That
for
was story.
buying the groceries with eggs and money.
30s,
Egg
30s,
money.
30s they called them. Well, they had the milk cows. In the fall they used to sold cash because there was a need of cash or nothing.
Do you remember the 30s? How old were you back then?
Well, what do you think I was born in the 20s?
What year were you born?
26.
So you'd have been about...
Four. In 1930.
Do you remember the dust storms or the locusts?
Oh, I think so, I remember.
Maybe 14.
They were out seeding. Dad was seeding with the trail, was dragging and the dust storm, you couldn't see the farm. And no one Dad said, I didn't see it, and that was glad. What was it, about 8 years old, 9?
I have to make sure I can hear what you say so I can type it, so. So what did you guys eat during, if you didn't have any crops or garden? What did you live
Well, we
on?
had the garden beside the Beaver Creek, and you know what? We kids had each two gallon pails, both hands. That's the way we irrigated.
You irrigate it that way?
And we had a darn big garden and a lot of stuff in there.
Did Grandma do a lot of canning?
Yes.
And you had a root cellar out at the
And you know
farm?
what? There are a lot of ducks, 75. And they didn't buy them. They hatched their chickens out. They canned all that. There was no deep freeze, no fridge. That was all the cellar. Canned it and sent it down the cellar.
Well, you made feather pillows with your ducks and geese all the time, right?
Yes,
Is that what you had?
the parents did that. Yeah, you know, save the feathers from the ducks. Well, the chicken feathers we couldn't use.
Duck's feathers.
Ducks and geese.
Duck
We had a
feathers.
lot of
I
geese.
still got some feathers. Feathers.
And they made bedding. We bought the sheets and then that was feathers.
They were nice and warm with that feather.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So how'd you eat your house?
Manure?
Seriously?
Yes. We had a bed from the barn. We hauled it out in a bed. And then we packed it with the horses. We had it on, tied together in ropes, chased around till it was hard, then with the spade,
Make cloth?
set them, and when they were dry, we had a big, pile like haystacks and so.
And that's what you brought in the house to burn.
Yes. Then let it go in the winter time. Let it go and get some, that's the way. Well, they bought some coal. Lignite. They used it in the bedroom. That coal. Oh, for cooking, so that was all you do.
Use manure in your cook stove and everything?
Yes, we kids had a cat go out in the summertime and had a green sack, had a picket, bring it home for cooking dinner and all that. See, them people, they're going to throw up if I put that in the big to read that. You can't put that all in.
Did you have to sell manure to your neighbors? Were there some neighbors that didn't have
they all
any?
did it themselves.
They all had their own?
And see, and so you're not the only one.
And you know what? That wasn't just so. When the 4th of July came, that better have it done or you're not going to go to 4th of July.
Oh, your work? You had to have your
Yeah,
work.
right. There was not such things.
What,
Right.
where did you go for the 4th of July?
Well, we're at the towns.
And what did you do? Did you have,
To
were you-
Sealand, I grew up down Sealand.
He still goes south to see.
10 miles north of Sealand, a quarter-mile in was the farm right beside the Beaver Creek. That was maybe a block away from the creek house.
So what did you use for drinking water? You didn't drink water out of the creek,
Well,
did
we
you?
had a well,
Okay.
and a lot of them they got it out the creek.
For drinking?
They were always healthy. They didn't have to run to the doctor like now.
Well, I even remember carrying water in.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You guys didn't have running water growing up?
No,
No. And then we just had, then after a while, we just had cold water. And then I think I was 5th or 6th grade before we finally got hot and cold.
Yeah, but in the house.
Well, that well water was rough stuff in that.
We had
a
old
guy
house.
from Layton, and he put one of them wells in. That's good water. That's still water.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
good water, but
69.
we had to carry it in all the time.
Not that yet when I put that in.
Oh, not after you put that in?
No. I had to run water. I put the running water in.
So that means you had to carry, did you have to carry water in to do laundry when Grandma did laundry? How did that
What do
work?
you think?
I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
did this.
Well, doesn't your dad know?
I haven't done this with him yet. I'm doing all important
They
people
didn't have to
first.
run any water either. They had to carry it in. And we had the well not too far from the house. Then they said, take the water pail and get a pail of water. Then we had to first pump it out till it was not fresh.
Made
There's
it
that
into
well down
cement.
in there too.
Yep, the wells.
But they don't use it no more.
We were trying to build a house over there. And
Oh, you were gonna build a house on that
That's why we
cellar?
had the cellar. That's why we made the well over there. But it never got to.
Oh, what's the story with your fox ears?
Fox?
Yeah, didn't you guys go hunting? Didn't you guys go hunting and then, did you sell the fox ears for money, right?
The gophers.
Well,
Well, gopher tails you sold for money too, for penny a tail.
What's
yeah,
fox?
penny a tail.
I think
But the fox ears,
There was so
didn't you?
damn many gophers.
rabbits.
And we all had to be out there and catch them with the trap. And they penny a pound.
Penny a tail, did you know that?
Who paid you a penny a tail, Grandpa?
No.
No,
You sold
the
them?
county.
The
The
county.
county did?
Yes.
I didn't know that. They're trying to get rid of them the easy way, huh?
But there were
Yeah, we
lots.
were day after day out there and we would catch rabbit gophers and then sheared and tore the tails off and then thread, black thread and the needle on there and then big fussy.
Oh, no.
But you had to, you also hunt for fox, right? And then the
Yeah.
fox ears, you must have sold the ears.
That's right. But there were so damn many fox. Then the county paid, was it $1 a ear? Or was it a fox? I wouldn't know. See, we drowned a lot of young ones and cut them off and took them over to Ashland. Shucks, I think we had $80 one year.
Wow, that was a lot of money back then, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That
but
time?
there were too many guys in with it. And until that was split up, there wasn't too much left.
Well, I remember we had a party in the Quonset then.
That wasn't fox.
Wasn't it from the fox ears?
That was mountain orchards.
Or the Rocky Mountain oyster fry?
Yes, that was Coney and Wanda Hare made that.
Okay, yeah.
So tell me, just for the sake of, where'd you get a Rocky Mountain oyster from?
Well, you gotta raise boats.
Yeah.
So did you know how to butcher, don't you? Did you do butchering when you were young?
Well,
Yeah,
right
he
now,
still
we
wants
did
to
it from-
butcher if you.
The ministers, they don't do that. They
Grandma
won't-
and Grandpa, when they butchered, how many hogs did they butcher at a time?
See, that was tough to store it. There was no fridge.
Okay.
The deep freeze, they used to butcher first after Thanksgiving. Usually 3. See, then they put them in, what was it, a barrel to salt it in. And had it set down the grinder that was froze. So it made the salt so strong and the water salt that it egg was full. Then we had to go out and throw them out. That wasn't hard to do. Then the fall, the spring, this kind of smoke, the real tough and that it hang the grind. Till June, that was still good. That was salt froze.
Really?
Now you wouldn't eat it no more.
That's
huh?
right.
Yeah.
Some of them left it hanging the smokehouse. Got it from there. And cooked it.
So the mice didn't crawl up there and eat on it, or?
Well, I don't know if we had mice that time.
I don't know either. I was wondering too.
So then you guys made a lot of sausage with that, so that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, did you can the sausage
Yes.
instead?
He still would do that if it
Yeah,
were.
they canned a lot, but then they had a lot hanging in the granaries where they had the wheat in there. They had to run over and get a couple.
So,
Winter time, summer not.
Okay. So how often did Grandma bake bread for such a large family?
Once a week for damn sure. They made a lot. I can't remember that my parents bought some as long as I,
Well, you had to bake bread at home,
you know.
didn't you?
At home.
Well, they had to do that with the aunts and uncles. Then we had to shop uncles.
Yeah,
You
that's
helped
what-
them shop
yeah,
the
we shop
bundles?
the bundles.
You know,
Yeah,
You
but
helped
not-
work up the
Not
field?
bread.
Just for the meal.
Shop them in.
Oh,
Just
just
for
for
the
the
meal.
meal? Oh,
Yeah.
you worked for age.
Okay, so now you have to have, we had this conversation this morning about how that all worked. So you planted the wheat, and then did you shock it into bundles and bring it back to the farm, or did you thresh it out there after it was bundled? Can you explain how that worked?
What did they tell you last week about that?
She didn't know. It was a woman. She did not, we couldn't quite get it straight, but she had some pictures of the straw going over here and the grain going over here. But did you have to bundle it before you threshed it all
We
the
had
time?
a binder and it was laid. And we had to go out and set it up. So if it rains, then it doesn't start growing. The heads.
Okay.
You know, it usually germinate. It doesn't dry out. Then, you know, we threshed. Then it holds a big straw pile. They haul it in, the wagons. They use the binder. Barley and oats and the wheat. They had a lot of that wheat stacks and piles. Took them off with one there and there. Sometimes you got them when the carcass on the input cattle. The hay box. Went out and loaded up, and that was a big fun.
You loaded it up, but you had tractors to bring it home, right?
So I did that lot, and then I drew so much off. That's when I worked for that, not for me.
Right.
There it was combine,
Horses.
then we had a bale.
Do you ever remember Grandpa taking his own wheat in and have it ground up for flour?
Oh yeah, Henry Doctor and him did it. They went up to Tenvick. They had a flour mill, and there was one down in Baldwin, South Dakota. Yeah, they looked them old trucks, they had them up, 2 trucks. The water loads went over and had it done.
How many pounds of flour did a truckload be?
Well, that was used 100-pound bags, they were heavy.
Where did you store that all winter long?
Well, once that's grinding and all that, you can store it upstairs. Not
So who gave
floor.
up their bedroom for the flour?
Huh?
Who had to sleep on the floor because the flour was upstairs?
Oh, we
Well,
had chickens up there.
You had chickens
You had
upstairs
chickens
in your house?
No, upstairs.
It didn't take so damn much place. Well, what, 10 100-pound bags? They had beds up there and you made it them
I suppose you made your bed with the flour bags.
with the pillows and all that,
Yeah.
with the duck feathers and geese. Some raised the turkeys, then they butchered the turkey.
Did you guys eat turkey for Thanksgiving?
We never ate steak.
Oh, okay.
That time there was no Thanksgiving party.
They didn't have a Thanksgiving.
I don't think so, not our folks.
Did you have something special for Christmas dinner?
No, I don't think so. We did have nothing.
Yeah.
Unless see it, but I didn't have nothing.
And how about sauerkraut? Did you guys make sauerkraut?
Oh, yeah.
Still have to mix
They
our
had,
roast.
they raised their cabbage.
Choked your
That's the only way you could store the cabbage. Well, you could store it, but not too long.
How about pickled watermelon?
They canned them to pickle. Oh, the watermelons, they usually store them in a cool place. They last quite a while till they were shot.
Oh yeah, and then did you had, I remember Grandma's
Cherry.
choke cherry wine.
choke cherry wine. How did you make that?
No, that was Chad and his dad bought the
The
crate.
wine.
Yeah, but you
Wine
made
grapes.
wine. So you used to have a big barrel
up there, I
downstairs.
think.
You made wine.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Well, we caught the went to the river, picked them river crepes.
River grapes?
Oh,
Okay, and that's how you made your wine? Because you
Yep.
had a big barrel down the basement.
I think I got some up there.
You still have
Oh,
wine?
I'm pretty sure I put it just for look.
Them dams flooded out there, then
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we went a lot down there.
Careful.
All of the river.
and that was like a whole day deal where you all went down and picked as many grapes or choke cherries as you could?
We went down, we had the Swig boys went down and picked a lot. That and Elwood didn't belong.
So what'd you guys do for fun out there? Did you work every day of the week?
Work.
You want some
There's
wine?
no such thing for fun.
We're gonna look at it though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Didn't you put the pins up to make money?
Bowling
The
bill.
bowling
The bowling
alley?
bill,
You worked
yeah.
at a bowling alley?
Oh, the bowling helmets, yeah,
I can't drink it because
How did you get there?
Huh?
How did you get to Zealand?
Yeah, how did you get to Seals? How did you get to
Oh,
Seals?
with the parents.
Okay.
Oh, the parents would take you to Zealand and you got
Well,
15?
they
Okay.
went Saturday nights in there for groceries and so on. I went along.
Okay.
And then, Chet Wise and your uncle had that whole night smart with that. He never sometimes 4 bowls, sometimes 2 of them.
Okay.
And or gave us 15 cents and he said, if you give us 15 cents, then we'll go and do it then for 15 cents.
Oh, okay. So you got 15 cents for
That-
setting them up.
Yeah, that was tough to get the guys to set it up. And they didn't want to do it. They had a hell of a... Well, the parents made beer, and they grew up. I usually had a help cabinet.
Oh, I got
At the
a cabinet.
bottom, and we had that.
Cabinet.
Well, I don't know who got that.
I got one.
You have a,
You got it?
where is that?
Put that
Just
cap on
cap on
there,
it?
pull the
I
hand
got
down,
one.
and that sealed.
Seal the bottles?
Yes.
Yeah.
They blow up if they got too yeasty?
Well,
Did they blow up?
Well, you gotta wait till it's ripe. Or look out. They didn't wait long enough. When they tore the cap off there, the peels holding like this, the bottle, that went all over the peel. That was why
After you got married, did you live on the farm or did you have a farm that you went to or?
no,
we lived with the parents for a year and a half.
And then
How
we
do you
got
want
a
to
farm.
get a farm if you have no money?
Well, and what do you do for like equipment? Did you share planters and drills and things?
Well, that first year I used this machine to seed it. Then I changed lessons. The second year I bought a new tractor. And I took the whole drill along. I bought a plow, found 20 drills. There was not such a thing like today.
So was there money in farming back then?
Like always. Well, I'll be fine if not, then that's stuff.
So what happened like if you guys got hailed out? Is that just tough luck then? Or?
Hailed out, I never got hailed out.
Really? Never?
I'm a good guy. The older the bad guys get hailed out.
Is that right? And who's keeping score?
Me and the other guy. You can't see that guy.
That's a fish story. Right?
Yeah, a fish tail,
The
right?
only thing you guys can remember
In town.
the fall, spring when the school went out, country school.
Oh,
We had a
the
picnic.
school picnic. School picnic, yes.
No, from picnic. God, I don't know.
So what did you, they didn't make hot dogs at a picnic at the
What?
school? What did you have to eat at a school picnic?
Well, see, each family brought so much, and the teacher usually bought the ice cream, and I don't know what else. That's what's so damn long.
Did you guys make a lot of your own ice cream at home?
Oh, yeah. You didn't buy it.
What kind of lunch did you take to school?
Yeah, chili and bread,
I made
and chicken,
Chili bread?
cooked chicken and sausage and stuff like that. And we had to carry the water long time.
To the school?
Yes, the water. In the winter time, they put in a chucks, down chucks, so we didn't get down to water busted up when it was 30, 40 below. That's right, then we used pails.
Did you go through the 8th grade at school?
Yes, we had to go. Parents said, that's it, we had to go. Oh, we had to get up and do the chores in the morning, and the evening.
They did chores before they went to school.
Then that wasn't all, I shouldn't say that. The winter time and the evening, I can't remember what time it was. 8 o'clock or so, we had to sit all around the table and buy the storybook. Hour and a half, every night.
We'll read a Bible story.
Yes, the summer not, the winter time we had to do it.
Well, we even did that. When I was a child, we read the Green Hildeberg
Yeah.
stories at night. We'd sit
I
around
had
the
the
table.
storybook, catechism.
I loved reading, so I didn't mind doing that.
So then, on Sundays you went to church, and then did you get any time off on Sunday afternoon?
No, you got more stuff.
We had on Sunday morning church, Sunday afternoon, next Sunday, we were around.
Oh, sometimes they
we
have
had,
church in
we
the
had
afternoon.
all Sundays
Did you go visiting?
when I walked.
How far could you walk to visit?
But they weren't that far away.
I walked to the doctor's, that was
Just
a mile, about a mile and a quarter. Then I walked down to the Branders, that was that far too, but I never got down to the Kleins. And Dad wouldn't let me go to the swings and the Meidingers, the John or Meidingers. I went one time up there, but he would not let me go up there, but that was quite a ways. No pony,
No bicycle?
that's right. I never had.
Did you have a summer kitchen out at the farm?
What?
A summer kitchen?
Yeah, we had, our parents had one. That place where Elmer was.
Yeah, I remember that. Do you remember the summer kitchen?
In the summertime, we were living in there.
Yeah.
Evening, we walk, well, there was the sidewalk, walk over and
Yeah,
go to
big
bed.
house, yeah.
So you actually kind of lived in the summer kitchen and then you slept in the big house.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
couldn't get dirty.
Well, a lot of farmers had that. I don't know why they did it. That kept the house clean.
So you only had a bath once a week?
Yes,
I remember that.
Oh.
I do too.
winter or summer.
Really? Even in the
Yeah,
wintertime?
right. There's not such a thing that we got away. When we moved back at that farm there, they had big mattress and a gas motor in the basement. Exhaust out. See, they were about, God, dang, I don't know, was it 10 or 12 batteries. See, we had electricity right away, 32.
Oh, that's amazing, because most of the people I talked to, they didn't have electricity till the 50s.
32 volt. Then Dad put a wind charge up, and we had that only in the house. Not in the barn, but we had it in the barn. And
So did the windmill generate electricity for those batteries?
That had that tall wind shorts Mondays and the towns.
Christmas
Oh,
money. At that time, they had some Christmas money, holiday. There were two holidays, Christmas and next year was a holiday.
Christmas Day, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, yeah. But I
Wow.
remember when I was growing up,
There was two Christmas. There was Christmas Day and the Christmas. Next day was another.
another
Yeah.
Christmas
That
Day.
was-
Yeah, Monday.
That
That's
was-
the way it was Easter too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no.
But now,
do they only have one day?
I don't know if you got one day.
Did you guys get any Christmas gifts? When you were little kids?
I don't know.
Remember getting Christmas gifts?
From school, that's about it.
From school you did?
Yeah, from school, but not from at home.
Because that's a lot of kids to get gifts for.
School. At
Well,
school,
there was
that's
some
about
money in
it.
the turkeys.
Yeah. Well, you would make your gifts, I suppose.
See, Valentine's we made it in school. We had to throw hearts and collar. That's right. Teach made us do that.
Well, that's good.
Now-
You graduated too, you went to 8th grade too, right?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't go to did you go to the same school?
They tell me, mother was tough. You're not supposed to dance, that's a sin. Cuts
In
need
the
the
mud?
skirt strict, or it's the offensive
That's
take,
a-
they get wet, they need some
That's
pressure.
what she wants to know.
Okay, say that again.
Say it loud.
But Danny, I don't remember that number.
Did you guys speak German all the time growing up?
We still talk.
Yes,
We still talking German.
Did you have to learn English when you went to school?
I couldn't talk English and didn't understand it when I went in.
Was that hard?
Well, what isn't hard? That's
Well, that's why I don't know German, because my mom thought that was a hard
that
thing.
was just like hard work.
You didn't get punished for speaking German, did you?
Then we're tough. You get caught, the recess, talk German, you stay for a week. We watched
Stayed for a week?
every recess.
Oh, so you couldn't talk German at school?
No, that's the way or we wouldn't have learned it. This so we did
Do you
so.
have any help during harvesting? You guys did all your own harvesting without any extra neighbors or?
Yeah, well, what time of the year?
Fall.
When I was home, helped Dad, we owned the dressings. Then the first thing was binding, headring, then the dressing. And we dressed 4 farmers and us. And I had to hang in till I was done. You know what I got? Meals, that was it.
So what kind of grains did you grow? I heard you say barley and wheat.
That was wheat, barley, oats, rye, flax.
And then did you have any beef cattle that you fed?
A what?
Beef cattle?
Beef kettle.
Yeah, well, cattle. Oh, what, they weren't, this was big, they were not good, that cattle. Some of them had that. Some farms. That's still like that. I had that on fox, but I wanted pheasants and ducks.
You had minks. Didn't you have minks too?
Yeah,
And
you
rabbits.
things and,
The rabbits.
Well, you raised minks, I thought.
Oh yeah, we raised minks. That's right, we raised minks.
raccoons and whatever.
They
Oh,
used
but
to
anyway,
raise minks.
that was, I was that. Thought I forgot.
We did, so it made a little extra income from the pelts?
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't have to skin them. They didn't want that they would like to buy it, to skin themselves.
Oh, really? You just sold them whole?
Yeah, did we talk about, did you guys butcher chickens like 25 of them at a time or one at a time? Or you must ate a lot of chicken growing up, Don?
Well, when they butchered one from Canada.
Well, they did, Gianna.
Oh, but
I butchered
when we
too.
had the deep freeze, we butchered them and put them in the freezer. We had ducks when we were alone.
You eat duck?
Oh yeah, ducks.
You like it?
They're, oh yeah, that's
Yes, I got 900 wild
The ducks are good.
pheasants.
Did you hunt growing up? Like, did Grandpa didn't hunt, did he?
Did Grandpa hunt?
My dad?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was a
That's
big
where he
hunter.
learned it, I
He was
think.
a big hunter.
He was a big hunter, that's why he
Because
went
I don't
hunting.
hear too many people hunting.
Not now, more, I don't think so, but I think that time.
Well, did you hunt deer in those days
My
too?
mom didn't go hunting. My dad.
Deer. Did your dad go hunting
No,
deer?
there weren't any around
Oh, there weren't.
at that time.
Oh,
Where'd
okay.
they come from?
Well, all of a sudden, I don't know, they flooded the river out. See, they were hanging around the river. There was all trees along the river. Then they came out here and, see, the law got tough to cut through. Oh, but I hunted deer.
Oh, yeah, we should. They ate a lot of them.
And the last hunt I had in Montana, mule deer and antelope. I got mine every year.
But
Oh, I
deer's
quit.
not good. I don't like it.
Then out at Rochers, Rieger, we talked about it at the cafe. And then he said, yeah, he's hunting. I said, I did that too, but I quit. He'd like to quit, but his wife won't let him. She wants the deer meat.
Oh, shoot.
I had a laugh.
I don't care for deer. We never ate the deer sausage. We made sausage.
Oh, that
Sausage.
summer sausage wasn't so bad.
Yeah, but the deer.
Did your parents make a lot of like nifla and dumplings and strudels? Is that something that you ate a lot of? Because some people did not.
Yes.
You're kidding.
Well, I think right at home did. I think we made it. I eat now in town since we live in town than I did at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, eating sauerkraut winters. Maybe sauerkraut winters I ate a lot, but not out on the farm. I don't know.
Well, tell Sue what you all ate from a pig. When you butchered a pig, you say you ate almost everything from that pig, right?
The feet
Why
and
not?
that.
Well,
Well, we
What do you
didn't
think about
eat
this squeal?
He didn't eat that.
You know, because the stomach you use for the head cheese. Do you know
There
that?
was
I thought they used the head
casings
for
over
it.
there.
Well, they use the head inside the,
Okay.
but you use
Yeah.
the stomach for the casing.
We bought most of the time our casing over here.
But I remember you using casing. You use this pig's
See,
stomach,
you had the stomach for
For
head
head
cheese.
cheese.
right?
Oh, they cleaned the head, they cleaned, see, the feet, some of them threw it away. I like
Yeah.
them clean heads.
So do I. That's my favorite part.
I like them. And well, the liver, they used the liver sausage, kidneys went in there.
Kidneys, the fried kidneys. Pig's brain, right? You ate that.
Yeah. Put a lot of onions in and fry it. Nobody knows what that is. That's hand cooked. You do it right, though. If you don't do it right, look out.
I know.
Did you grow a lot of your own onions and garlic in your garden?
Oh yeah, we grew it. We did that. We raised that all. Potatoes, whatever. Pumpkins, watermelons, yellow melons, radishes, beans, carrots. That was all down to you. We had a good garden, big potatoes.
So if you got a special treat, like for your birthday or Christmas, what was a special treat back then?
But they had some homemade wine.
Well, okay.
I bet
Did
that
you
was a
get
treat.
homemade wine from the time you were little?
No.
I can't
No,
imagine
it
that.
didn't. Oh,
Did they make candy?
By the way.
Did you make caramels at
we
that
did
time? Taffy?
I
So
know.
there was not
If
so.
they made some candy, so well, I made some, but I don't
You
know.
don't make cookies. Mom and Dad made, or Grandpa.
How about Christmas cookies? What kind of cookies did you make for Christmas?
That's a good question. I didn't eat.
But you ate them, didn't you?
Well, I had to, or I wouldn't have stayed alive.
That's right.
Then who would have maneuvered the barn?
Well, you raised chickens for the eggs too.
Oh yeah,
You know, they sold eggs.
sold a lot of eggs.
Did you sell them directly to the grocery store? And then the grocery store sold them?
Yeah, truck
And now
Yeah,
they don't give nothing.
cases, 30 dozen cases, 50 cents a dozen. In the 30s, we would have got sometimes a drop, but there were so damn many grasshoppers they ate the stem up, the head fell down.
I think that was that this.
That's terrible.
They were up in the air, that was just shining. They ate, you know what, they ate the frame off the buildings.
Really? Grasshoppers did?
There was, well, that was so damn hot, they were on the north side in the shade. That was crazy, you know, there was grasshoppers. See, now they can spray them, then they die. There, they didn't have to.
You guys didn't use any chemicals on your fields back then, did you at all?
Well, the later years when I was myself they had that land so spoiled with that wild mustard, and hog testing, so that was terrible, and wild oats, but you couldn't, that time they had to spray for wild oats. Like this could lay in the fall, and the way that I see a lot of flax till it was that high and then plowed it under. That's the way I cured that stuff. 180, I see it right away when we were back there. What was that was all wild oats, 5 bushels straight of wheat, that was it. The rest was sold. See what? You couldn't see what else we did.
Wow.
I took it to town and cleaned. Took the oats home and grind it and fed it. Yeah, that was terrible. So now we can spray it for wild oats. That works good. I sprayed it for that wild mustard and that hog distance.
So what year did you move into town from the farm?
1998.
Is that when Gene took over out there, or does he have his own?
When did Gene take over?
Yeah.
That year?
Oh,
No, he just bought it.
they
not
opened
too long ago.
91. See, we're still living out
Yeah,
there.
the whole house
I
was
didn't want to
big
quit,
for it.
but he wouldn't give in.
1991?